Hello guys, I'll show you how you can store Microsoft Board Builder data into the MongoDB. It, you can store session data as well as user data into the MongoDB. So I already created code and I posted into the GitHub. You can find into this link. So first let me clone my code. So here you can see in this folder Microsoft emulator is there that I will use as an interface. So git This will contain the config folder. In the config folder, you can find the config file. The config file is controller for the code. Here you can place your app ID and app password, the database name and collection name. And I'm storing my data into the local host. That's why I mention the 127.0.0.1. This is by default port number for the MongoDB. You can change this configuration according to the need. If you are using the Slack, you have to must provide the app ID and app password. Since I am using the Microsoft emulator, so I am not providing app ID and app password. It's not required. So let me show you first. There is a node database called what I provided database here. So bot storage data. So there is a no database name called bot storage. So I'll be when I'll be start my application, it will automatically create the database and it will automatically create the collection name with the user session data. Okay. Let me start first my emulator. So it will just pop up one window that will be useful as an interface, and I'll be start my app. So first let me first show you what is inside app.js. In app.js, call logic is there for board. So here the process will be start into the 3980 port. You can change it according to requirement. App ID and password will be M3 because I'm not providing from configuration file. And here are the some logic I written for the storing the data. And yes, so what it will does is like whenever the user are saying anything, it will go into this dialog. Okay, this is the root dialog for the code. So the bot will be check within a user data name field is available or not. If it's not available, then it will go send to the profile dialog. So profile dialog is there. In profile dialog, bot will be asked for the username and will be provide the username. It will store into the session data and it will end dialog. After the end dialog, whenever the user say hi again, so now we already set our name into the user data. So it will check user data is available. Yes. Then second time it will directly say the hello, and third time also it will say hello like that. So it will ask only the first time. It will store the data into the MongoDB. From the second time, it will be take the data from MongoDB and it will directly answer to us without asking our username. Okay. Let me quick show you how it will work. Node app.js. So this process started in 3980, and here is the emulator. I told you my process is running into 3980. Okay, so here connect. I'll say hi. So let ask first. First let me cross check either it is created the DB or not. So it will create the DB called bot storage. Within that collection, one collection will be there. That will be user session data. Currently this is there are two things, so this is user data and this is the session data have the state, what is the current state, so it is in profile state and what is the name and version as well as last axis when we last axis, and here the user data will be available. So currently we are not provided any name, so your data is empty. So I will go Janchar. Hello Akash. So let's see here. Now you can see here name is now stored. Okay. Now I'm again going to emulator and I'm say hey, it is just to remember my name. Okay. So I think it's makes sense. It's clear, pretty much clear. Okay. Now what happened? Let's say this name is coming from MongoDB only. Let's say I'll modify my name in the MongoDB directly. So I'll say okay, say okay. So I think it is pretty much clear. So it's very well with the MongoDB, and it is also fast as well as the configuration is very easy. You can do it very quickly. And apart from that, I tested with the Slack also. It is working fine for me, and you can store any complex data. You can store any hierarchy of objects into the MongoDB. We should be certified the MongoDB rules. I mean. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thanks very much for watching.